In this presentation, we will create a sales receipt that we will apply to a customer job. For more accounting information and accounting courses, visit our website at accountinginstruction.info. Here we are on the home page. We currently have the open windows open. You can open the open windows by going to the View tab and the Open Windows list. What we're going to do now is we will create a sales receipt. You'll recall that that will be in the Customers section of the home page. The sales receipt is going to be up here. Now we're going to enter a sales receipt as opposed to entering an invoice. These are similar but different documentations. The thing that differs is that the invoice will be increasing accounts receivable. And we would do that if we were to do work and then bill the client at a future time, that we're going to send out the invoice and expect to bill the client now and expect to get a payment in the future time, as opposed to basically doing the work at this point in time and getting payment at the same point in time, which would be this case. So in this case, we're going to increase cash undeposited funds now and record the related sale at the same point. So we're going to go into the Create Sales Receipt. Now, what we're going to do is create a sales receipt for a particular job. And this would typically be done for a service company like a bookkeeper, law firm, CPA firm, or something that would have custom jobs, construction company, any kind of customization, custom jewelry, basically anything that we are making in a custom fashion. So we want to go to Sam the Guitar Man, but we assigned a particular job to that customer, that being job 4002. We could select the drop down and find 4002, or of course we can just type in 4002. Now it will pull in the full customer name and the job. So don't get mixed up there and pick up Sam without the job number. We want to pick up the job number that includes Sam. And we'll hit tab. So we'll go through these items. I'm just going to say cash is receipt at 131. We're going to keep the sales number. Shipping's the same. We don't have an address because we didn't include that in the customer information. We're going to go to the items then, and we're going to choose service items. We're going to say we're working on something, which would be similar if we're doing something like counting hours for a job that we worked on, if we're a bookkeeper or a CPA firm. So we're going to say we have service items. We can find those by selecting the drop down or typing in. We're just going to type in partial service. That's what we called our guitar service. Again, these are driven by the items that we included in the items list, in this list drop-down items list. So the items list include not only inventory items, but also service items that we're going to bill for. The default is non-taxable because we set it up as non-taxable, because typically sales tax is what we're talking about here with the tax, or usage tax is not done oftentimes for service-related items, but only physical goods in the US at least. So we're going to say that the quantity is 1 and the rates is 100, and that's going to be it. We're going to then say save and close, and we'll check our reports then. So we'll go to the reports up top. We're going to go to company and financial. We're going to drop down to the balance sheet standard. We'll then change the date range with the customize report. Customize report. Date range 01/01/19 to 12/31/19. That's the date range we will be working in, the full year date range. We're only working in the first month, but that will take the full year there. And there's our information. Now, we had a sales receipt. So we got cash, but we didn't put it in the checking account yet. We put it into undeposited funds. There's the 100. Double clicking on it. And there's the 100. Sam the Guitar Man. Double clicking on that. Here it is. It is applied to the job, not just to that customer. Closing this back out. We could see that if we make this a little bit larger. So we could say, okay, yeah, it's the job, not just the customer in the name. So we're going to close this out. The other side that we are going to have will be on the income statement or profit and loss. So let's go to the reports. We'll go down to company financials and profit and loss standard. And we want to change the range from 01/01/19 to 12/31/19. And then we want this service item. So we have this service item, double clicking that. We'll see the $100 here. The other side going to undeposited funds, double clicking that. we see the sales receipt. So we're going to close this back out, close this back out. We'll go back to the home page, and we're going to enter another sales receipt. So let's do this again, sales receipt. And this time we're going to enter it for Jones Guitars, but the job 3005. Selecting the drop down, there it is. I'm just going to type it in there, 3005, and it'll populate for us, giving us both the full name of the customer and the job number. I'm going to say cash again, same date. And we're going to choose the item, once again, partial service. So I'm going to select the drop down, this service item. And that customer apparently is a guitar service. So no tax. We're going to say we had 2 of those. So that's 200. So we're just basically applying this sales receipt to the job. And we're going to say save and close. And so then if we go through this process and look at the balance sheet once again, we're going to see that it didn't go to the checking account, but to undeposited funds. If we double click on undeposited funds, there's the 200. The other side going to a split account because there's 2 items. But we can see the name and the job number. So customer name and job number. Double clicking the 200, and here we see the sales receipt. It has 2 items because the quantity is 2. That's why it's split. And then we'll close this out. Close this out. The other side on the profit and loss, going to the profit and loss, we'll see it here on the service items, service revenue, double clicking that. And now it's broke it out. Notice it broke it out to undeposited funds. No, it didn't break it out. It's still undeposited funds, the 200. Double clicking that. There it is, the quantity 200. Closing this back out, closing this back out. So in essence, just like a sales receipt would, it increased the income, in this case grouped in the service versus merchandise because we did work, we didn't sell a guitar. And so it's increasing revenue here, which would increase net income. We currently have a loss on the net income. For more accounting information and accounting courses, visit our website at accountinginstruction.info.